Hello, my name is Aj the Snipe, and I'm pissed off.
This has been a topic that has concerned me for a couple of years now. Most people say just to ignore it, but I don't think we should. It's been the elephant in the room of my gaming haven for quite some time, and I'm gonna point it out now. What the hell is wrong with Capcom? Of all the franchises they have up their sleeves, they only care about 2? They barely try anything new, and some things they just throw away like garbage. I would like to think that I'm a fan of Capcom. I got a crap ton of games. One of my all-time favorites from the PS1 era is Tron Bonne. I love Devil May Cry, and Resident Evil 2 was my first taste in PS1 survival horror games. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 was the peak in 2D fighting games in my opinion. But somewhere along the way, Capcom lost their fucking mind. Now, they have had issues with releasing the same game with minor tweaks and changes before, but with this current and now next gaming generation, with updates and patches, you would think that this wouldn't be an issue anymore. But they're still doing it. Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Resident Evil 5 Gold Edition, oh my god, let's not forget the many faces of Street Fighter 4. And these minor changes and or additions, they charge a hell of a lot more than they should. And not sure if it's true, but I heard that if you buy DLC characters for Marvel vs. Capcom 3, they couldn't transfer over in Ultimate, and you had to buy them again. Enough of that. Let's change course to Resident Evil. I frickin' love this series. A cheesy zombie story on fixed camera angles and limited ammo? Awesome. So, what happened? For starters, I don't know if I can even call this survival horror anymore. The fear of the original ones were not being able to see what's around the corner with the fixed camera angles, and not knowing if you had enough bullets to kill what's in your way. Now it seems ammo is in overabundance and the camera angles really well controlled. Now, I'm not saying 4 is bad. Just call it what it is. An action game. After 4, they ran out of things to do, it seems. 5 was a bust. 6 didn't seem to get any better. Operation Raccoon City flopped. Mercenaries, Revelation, Dark Side Chronicles. Capcom! How strong do you think this cow is? Why don't you try giving this a rest and another franchise have its fun in the spotlight? Like Devil May... yeah. How could I forget about DMC? You had something, Capcom. You had something. Instead of following said pattern, you have Ninja Theory make one. Now, just between you and me, just because you can make a good Legend of Zelda game doesn't mean you should have other companies make your games for you. Hell, if you wanted someone else to do it, you should have given the ball to Sega. Now, I've tried to avoid this as long as I could, but this being the real cause of my anger, I can't avoid it no longer. How dare you abuse Mega Man? He ought to be the mascot for your company. Hell, you probably don't know who your mascot is anymore. But not including Mega Man in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, canceling Mega Man Legends 3, and then blaming the fans? You ought to be ashamed of yourself. There are even rumors going around that you're removing Mega Man fans out of Comic-Con. Is that what you want to be known for? Treating your fans badly and expecting to buy the same crap you put out? Eventually, people will grow tired of it. Instead, why don't you give something back to the fans? Hey, remember Darkstalkers, Rival Schools, and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? Why not group all of them with Street Fighter and make a super 2D fighter called Capcom Fighting Legends? Say, a poster with one character for each franchise on it, and a tagline like, "Now we'll learn who's the best." It'll sell itself. You know what else? You remember this game? How about this one? How about a new Captain Commando game? You have plenty of shit to work with. And for the love of God, give us Mega Man Legends 3. People weren't really invested in Ashura's Wrath or Dark Void, and those got released. Tron is a playable character in Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and 3. Mega Man Volnut is playable in Capcom vs. Tatsunoko. Stop teasing us! My final thought is this. If companies keep on screwing their customers, eventually the customers will get smart and stop buying from them. And without sales, that company will not last. And Capcom isn't the only one. Looking at you, Sony.